Hey everyone, it's 604 Comics here. Today is January 30th. It's Thursday. It's not Wednesday. My comic shop didn't get their books yesterday because of this wicked storm happening on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast in Vancouver. Not sure how that affects me, but I guess postal, transit. Any case, I got my books late today, so let's go ahead and take a look at what I got. First off, we have, as usual, at the end of every month, make sure you go to your shops and pick up the brand new previews. We have Spider-Man on the cover. This is the return of Peter Parker, and a lot of people predicted this. A lot of people were waiting for this, and Dan Slott is finally bringing Peter Parker back. Roberto Ramos is still doing the art on that, so yeah. And on the back side, we have Batman Eternal. This is the new weekly Batman series that's going to be running for an entire year, starting in April. So I'm looking forward to this one, actually. Looking forward to experiencing a comic that comes out every week. That means I will forget less about what happened in the last issue because it would only be 7 days since I last read it. But there you go. Preview's going to look through that. There's some pretty cool stuff in here, and that's that. But in terms of comics, I didn't get too many comics this week. I only had about 5 comics that I picked up from my shop. A lot of comics I had on order from DCBS, like World's Finest Annual Number 1 and Earth 2 Annual Number 1. Kind of wish I didn't have those ordered so I could get those in stores today so I could read them, but I've got them and they'll be coming sometime in the mail. But let's look at the books I got this week. We have, starting off, DC book, Justice League Dark, issue number 27. Constantine on the cover with Zatanna. This is, again, tie-in to Forever Evil, like a lot of the Justice League stories are. But I guess not really a tie-in. I guess it's just happening during that For Evil event. This really focuses more on Blight. So really enjoying Justice League Dark. And I'm hoping that we get a little bit more of Zatanna. I really like the character of Zatanna. I know Running Comics really likes Zatanna. And I'm really happy that Nightmare Nurse is, I guess, part of the team now. Nightmare Nurse seems like a pretty cool character. If I can find a picture of her. But there's a lot of Pandora in this issue, actually. And not sure if I can find a real... Ooh. Also, side note, Scribblenauts, the little characters that are going to be coming out. I believe they are in stores next week, February 5th. So I'm going to see if my store has some of these, and I might pick 1 or 2 up. The Batman looks pretty cool. Wonder Woman looks alright too, although she has a mannish face. But Justice League Dark, issue number 27. That was the only DC book I got this week. And then I picked up 3 Marvel books, starting off with Thor, God of Thunder, issue number 18. Jason Aaron doing the writing, and a new artist by the name of Das Pastores is doing the art on this. And this is kind of the stuff that you can expect if you're picking up this book. This, I believe, is bringing I'm not sure which timeline version of Thor this story is dealing with. It looks like it's going to be the Thor of the past, so the younger Thor. Not too fond of the art, but in any case, the writing's still good on this one. Thor, God of Thunder. Next, we have Guardians of the Galaxy, issue number 11. This is a crossover with All New X-Men. This is the trial of Jean Grey. You have Angela on the cover there, and we got some X-Men characters in the background there. This is a lot of the new soft relaunches for Marvel Now #1s are they're trying to entice, I guess, readers to try to catch up. So they're including the digital copy of this comic, plus, I believe, a digital copy of the Volume 1 trade of whatever series that they're included with. So this one has pretty good digital bonuses for those that are all into that. but Guardians of the Galaxy crossover Trial of Jean Grey, looking forward to it, and then looking forward to Captain Marvel joining the team after this story arc. Next, we have the last Marvel title book that I picked up. This is issue number 23 of Avengers Assemble. We have Spider-Girl on the cover there, Anya Corazon. The only reason I'm picking up this book is because of the writer, Kelly Sue DeConnick, and because Spider-Girl is currently featured in this story arc. And I believe with issue 25, this wraps up. This is part of the Inhumanity storyline that's going on in the Marvel Universe right now. So a few more issues and then we'll be done with this one. The art on this is by Matteo Buffagni, and I like his art actually. I like his clean line styles. So it's pretty good. Let's see, Jessica Drew there eating a sandwich. Always cool. So those are the Marvel books I picked up. We have an indie book here. This book wasn't really on my radar, but I read a review that Charming Red did on Comicosity. So at Charming Red on Twitter, also known as Jessica Boyd. Her YouTube channel is Moms Read Comics, I believe. If I got that wrong, then forgive me. I'll have the correct link down below in the comment section or in the descriptions. But anyways, she did a really good review of this book. This is Furious, issue number 1 from Dark Horse. I didn't know anything about this book, but read the review and I saw some of the preview pages, and it looked like an interesting book. So I picked it up, and I'm expecting this to be a really good read. But we'll see. This is by Brian J.L. Glass, and the art is by Victor Santos. The tagline up here by Tim Seeley, who writes Revival, says, "A darker take on superheroes that doesn't flounder in the exhaustively overdone tropes of grim and gritty. Furious hits a lot of new emotional notes and looks really good doing it." So it's about a character, the world's first superhero. So I'm going to take a read of that, and so here it is, Furious number 1, and I'll just do a really quick recap for what I thought about the comic in my next video next week, just to let you guys know what I thought about it. And the last book I picked up is Saga, issue number 18. We have Lion Cat on the cover there. Saga, great series. This is the conclusion to the 3rd story arc, and then the book goes on a 2-month hiatus, I believe. So that's the whole time release schedule with Saga. Brian K. Vaughan does 6 issues per story arc, and then he'll do like a 2-month break, and then he'll do another 6 issues, 2-month break, and then 6 issues. So I kind of like that schedule, although that break in between is kind of deadly because you always want to have a new issue of Saga every month. So there we go. Those are all the issues I picked up this week. Hope you guys got some great comics yesterday, if you were able to get your comics in the stores yesterday and you weren't affected by the snowstorm. And that's it. That's all I got. See you guys. Bye.